Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have a very good call today. I'm very excited who's going to be speaking because it's always good to see him in the morning. But before we do, I just wanted you to know that what you see on the screen here, we know who we are, we know what we need to do, and we know how to get there, is one of the first things I heard Jeff Olson when I first met him say to a group of about 3,000 people. And he was talking about the vision of this company. He was talking about where this company was going and how he was going to get us there. And he was talking about us as a people, that the people that were in the room, the people that decided to be a part of Miriam were really significantly great people. And they came from all different, places in their life. They came from all different states. They came from all different, economic backgrounds, ethnicity. And I really loved when he said that. I thought that was a very inclusive way to talk about the people with Miriam and that how we all came together. And, we were all brought here for a reason to do something really special together. And so I wanted to put that up there because a lot of you, were not at the very first convention. You weren't here 4 years ago, and you really haven't seen the progression of what our original vision was for Miriam that Jeff Olson brought to us. And, we had to have a lot of faith. We had to have a lot of belief, and we had to really think in terms of, okay, this is where this company is going, and we're going to follow these people knowing that they are going to do what they say they're going to do. So you got to really think about that one, because here we are, the company's 5 years old, and we've gone now into 6 countries. We're $1 billion company, or maybe multi-billion almost. And we have 5 products, and all of the stuff that when we first started 5 years ago was a massive, vision. It was a massive vision to follow. There was absolutely no reason why, as strangers to all of these people, Robert and I would take a leap of faith and say, oh my gosh, this is really going to happen. We didn't know it was really going to happen. We just thought, okay, we'll try this and see what it is and see if we can do this. So, from where we came to where we are now and where we're about to go is significant. And we can only go and use our past of where we came from. And usually, every time I've ever read books about, what happens in the world, usually the past deeds predict the future. And there's always room for improvement and all of those things. But when you start out with a vision and you actually have not only done the things that you said you were going to do, but you've created an even bigger vision along the way, it's pretty exciting for all of us. And so I just wanted to share with you, this is the first thing that Robert and I heard from Jeff Olson. We know who we are, we know what we need to do, and we know how to get there. And as a group, that's what we've done. So I'm very excited today because I get to introduce my better half, my significant other, my best friend, and somebody who is incredibly inspiring to me every single day. And on those days that I feel like, I'm in an uphill battle, or I can't quite make it, or I just don't want to do something, or I'm, really just maybe discouraged about whatever it is, Robert is always the one who, comes to save the day and kind of talks me through whatever it is that I'm going through. And I'm very lucky, that I have that in my life. But I thought today I would wake him up and I would let him give you some of the vision and the kinds of stuff that I think is important for us all to remember as we're closing out this month strong, and we are doing it, together. We're, as a group, we're really making things happen. And that's what's really exciting about this group, is that we're actually doing this together. And what we do with this information and how we utilize this information with our people in our group and the people that we, are working with, is really how we're going to build our base and how we're going to build our foundation. So I'm going to turn this over to my husband, Robert Schwartz. There you
Good
go,
morning,
Robert.
guys. And good for you in Southern California to get up this early. It's dark out right now, so you're crazy. But so good morning, and yes, there are no words of wisdom that is going to be revolutionary for any of us. I'm 56 years old now. Yes, I'm 56 years old now. It's kind of weird to say that. But as being 56, I see, and I've been saying this a lot around people, success leaves clues. It's not like we're going to reinvent anything. And the most interesting part of what we have here is, number one is you guys are on this call. And, the leaders show up to calls like this. The leaders want to learn. The leaders want to grow. The leaders, for the most part, caught the vision of what we have here. I caught the vision very early on. I had to convince my wife at the beginning. And to me, it always starts with your product. Our product works better in its category than anything else. Starts with the management of the company. You have to have belief in the management that this company will be around forever, because we're putting a lot of time into this to be very successful with our franchises that we have here, guys. You are the franchisee of the master franchise. Okay, you have a franchise where you're going to be first to country all over the world, and you're going to get the best real estate all over the world. You were in early. So you're the McDonald's owners in the 1950s or 60s, whenever they came about. Okay, and you were the ones that you either say at the beginning, oh, this McDonald's isn't working, they're not big enough, Jack in the Box is kicking my butt, their advertising is better, and you're going to go through the trials and tribulations of a young company that grows into one of the biggest companies in the world. And I see that. I see the path. I see the journey. And I just want you guys to know, you guys are the special, lucky people that caught this early. But most of the people on your team don't understand that. In fact, 97% of the people on your team aren't going to get it. And that's the interesting part of what we do, because we take people, for the most part, that's never been in business before. And they don't understand what business is about. And they get frustrated on a daily basis. And I get it. I'm frustrated. I get to the same place as everyone else. And, it just depends what you do with yourself when you get to that place. We always say it starts off with the why. Why you're doing this. My why is very large. It's for my kids. It's for my family. It's for a legacy. It's to help other people understand and be successful in their lives. I've always loved doing that. And I think a lot of people on this phone are the same way. It makes them feel good helping people. It's just one of those things that's very hard to explain that is special. And we have what is special. The idea is, how do you get that into somebody else's mind? How do you get them to understand that? Well, let's just get right to the point. Most people aren't going to understand that. So you can't fight that. Jeff Olson always says, you can't say the wrong person to the right. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. And Annie, in my 4.5 years of doing this, boy, has that come true on a consistent basis. So what do you do? Do you get frustrated about it? Or do you just go to the next person? You learn as you're a student in this business that you learn the activities are the most important. It's not the results. It took me about 4 years to really understand that. It's funny when Annie and we might have a person that has opens up their area and they're the first to their area. And we look at each other and go, wow, or they should be, that's so exciting and they're so lucky and nobody knows about it. And of course they get out 3 weeks later because nobody's in their area. They don't feel like they have enough support because the team's not in their area. And, it baffles us. And then we just look at each other and we go to the next person. This is a self-development, learning. This is business 101, what we do. And if we grasp that, And if we keep exposing people to our business 101 and we stay in the game, that's going to be really cool. That's going to be really exciting. That's where you read about the success of people like us who stay in the game for the long run that make it. You know, I'm reading, right now I do books on tape. For some reason with my glasses and stuff, I have a little trouble reading, and I get more out of the book on tape. And there's a book on tape right now. I won't show it to you, but I'll tell you, and it's not for everybody, but it's called Winner's Dream, a journey from corner store to corner office, a global CEO's life lessons in sales, motivation, and leadership. And this guy's name is Bill McDermott, and it's about Bill McDermott. It's not for everybody. He started at Xerox. He's now at SAP. You know, he started at the bottom. He moved his family all over the world as his career kept growing. But, you know, again, success leaves clues. It's no different than what we do, what he does. You know, he brings an enthusiasm to his team every single day. He grows sales teams. You know, he looks at when he moves, like he was in, I might get this a little wrong, but big, like Chicago. And they asked him to go to Puerto Rico to out of all of Xerox's like 700 business locations, this was the worst one. And he went and visited Puerto Rico, and he found out that, you know, they were just great people that lacked the leadership, and they wanted it, and they wanted to celebrate, and they wanted to have fun, and they wanted to do their job, but they didn't have the leadership to help them do that. And he brought that in with the enthusiasm, with the ability to rally the troops. And he did this everywhere he went. And that's a person that, you know, went right to the talk of SAP. I'm 2/3 of the way through, and he's already the co-president of SAP, which is a global company, a multi-billion-dollar company. And he does it just with his vision and his enthusiasm and learning the trade. You know, our trade is learning how to handle people. Our trade is to learn how to handle the inside of what's going on in here. And the better we offer doing that, and our trade actually is conveying what's in here and conveying our franchise, our system, to the people that just got in, and making it so simple that they can do it themselves in their part-time spare time. Because everyone that comes in, the biggest thing you hear is, what do you hear? I don't have the time, I don't have the money. Those are the two biggest concerns of people. So when you really think about that and break that down, I don't have the time and don't have the money, our franchise has to be in such a place that we can answer both those questions. You don't need a lot of time doing this. You do it as part of your day. Okay, we're not asking you to go out and get rich quick. We're just telling you this is a great plan B. It's a great tax write-off as you grow. This is a great way of helping people, being social, enjoying multiple revenues of income, and going about your day. But this is a business. This does take at least an hour a day, 5 days a week. You know, you treat it like a business, it will grow over time. Remember, I had my mortgage company for 21 years, and I was ready to get out of my mortgage company in the 5th year. I was making a living for my family barely, but I knew I had to figure it out. And that's where I spent tens of thousands of dollars to figure it out. And, you know, my mortgage company, to me, for what I wanted, was a great success for me and my family. And you know, up until the recession, we thought we were going to retire. At the time, we wanted to retire and go travel the world and be happy. And that recession hit. And this bottle found us, and it found you guys for a reason. That vision has to be understood by the people you bring in. It's not that you're going to talk to them all day. In fact, you shouldn't be talking to them at all. Get your upline on the phone. You know, let the upline take care of that vision for you. The more people your new people hear from, or a prospect hear from, the better our system works. This is a franchise. The success leaves clues. All you have to do is work the system. The better you learn how to work this system, the more successful you're going to be, period. I know there's people on the phone that I know I don't hear from almost ever. I don't know if Annie hears from. I don't know if your upline hears from, and nobody's too busy for you. It's the greatest thing about our company. We are all here to help you. We are all here to help each other. In fact, you're here to help the people you bring in to the company in their franchise to be successful. So what's the difference between you being here for them and us being here for you, and anybody that brought you in being there for you? More than likely, the person that brought you in might not even be doing the business anymore. Go above that person. Keep going up until you click with whoever you want to click with and you feel comfortable with, and start working with the people that have done it longer than you. That's our system. So it's after the 23rd, and I know Annie has gone through the the inventory. And, I'll tell you what we did yesterday. We were looking through the business, writing down people that we can help. We were putting phone calls into the business. See, we're here to encourage people. We're not here to push people. We're not here to make a billion phone calls into the same person and have them keep saying no, because they want to get out at that point. So we don't want to bug people. We want to take people where they're at. Some people really want to figure it out. So we need to be here for them. We need to help them along the journey of figuring out. That's your job as leaders on this phone. Okay, and the only way you can do your job is by reaching out. It's not reaching out by email. It's reaching out by a phone call. It's reaching out by that relationship. They need you. I see these faces on the phone. I know that 3/4 of you are already doing that. I get it. Keep doing it. This is not get rich quick. This is a journey of success with a proven franchise system that works. So I want to go over a couple things with you first. First of all, you guys know we have a clear path to success here. We just follow our system, and we go through what that system is every time. And by the way, there are some days that I wonder why I do this too, and my head gets in my way. I go right into my book on tape. I go right into my self-development. I spend 20 minutes of quiet time getting that positive reinforcement in my head, and I always come out of that with, all right, now I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, stay in the A category. Is that what we call it, Annie? The A category. The things we do that bring results. What do I mean? Get on the phone. Call at least 5 people today. Reach out to people. Go along. It's so funny. Every day now I'm putting my list together to go about town. I'm looking in my local newspaper on joining organizations. We're doing things out of our comfort zone to reconnect with the community. And we've been in this community 27 years. We have a lot of ghosts in this community. And we're going to go right back out there, and we're going to reconnect with as many people as we can, because we're proud of what we do. That's what successful people do to be successful. They get out of their comfort zone and they keep going. I want to, it's really funny. Right here in the LA Times is a story about our rookie, Brandon Ingram, for the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, I'm a basketball fan. And this kid is you watch this kid, Brandon Ingram. He's a rookie. He was the 2nd pick in the draft. And, one thing in this article says he's always willing to listen and learn. I've been in the league a long time, this person says. I've seen guys that didn't listen and it didn't work out for them. That's called being coachable. Success leaves clues. Brandon Ingram is coachable. He's there early. He stays late. He wants to be the best. He listens to his coaches, and he does what they tell him to do. This guy's going to be a superstar. Funny, here's another LA Times. Look at this full page of the LA Times. What is this full page about? Keep dark spots at bay. It's all eye serums. This full page. There has to be there's 12 eye serums on this page. None of them are less than about $80. Maybe one is $55 on here. There's a $500 eye serum. There's a $195 eye serum. That's just eye serums getting a full page in the LA Times, guys. This is our competition. We have that franchise package. What are we going to do with it? Go to the grass fire. Go to your new starts. Go help people that need that one bottle to get that customer that needs that one bottle to get their product for free. Go to that one brand partner that needs 2 more brand partners or 2 more customers to get their product for free that month. Go help your team. But we have 7 more days right now, I think, till the end of the month. That is, I remember when we got started and we had our upline coming to us after the 23rd of each month. We saw our business completely change after the 23rd of each month. We had enthusiasm, we had excitement, we had parties, get-togethers. we made magic happen. If you're not sure how to make magic happen, go through the upline until you hit someone that's going to help you make magic happen. Sometimes we gave a free product away. Sometimes we gave a percentage off. I mean, we knew if we grew our team by maybe an incentive, that team will be bigger the following month to help them grow their team. So I'll give an example. I know Randy Martinson's been a rock star this month. He's been bringing people on like crazy. 3 people, 3 new starts he brought on. Congratulations, Randy. Randy works the system. I think he's going to talk tomorrow, so I won't say too much about it, but I've watched him. And he literally, I know Randy, he doesn't worry about the results. He just keeps exposing. He keeps working the system. He uses it properly. I'm on the phone regularly with Randy and his people, exposing them. You know, Randy's going to be hugely successful in this company, like all of you, if you follow this system. If you help your people understand, you know, is every single person in each of your in your organization, do they all have the app on their phone? Seriously, think about that. 100% have the apps on their phone. It doesn't cost them anything more for that. That's our system. That's how they know to be on a Tuesday corporate call. Okay, that's how they know to, you know, sometimes Annie will throw out texts on things like this. That's how when they're traveling, they're going to be out to lunch, they're going to show people before and after pictures. That's all. We're helping them do the activities. So between now and the end of the month, let's set a goal. What's your goal? Get off this phone after Annie's done with you and set yourself a goal. Help people achieve their goal. Is it 3 new brand partners? Is it helping one of your legs achieve a certain amount of volume? Is it helping a senior brand partner get to director? What is that? Reach out to these people. Be encouraging. Don't be pushy. Nobody wants pushiness. Just help them. Be helpful. And maybe nobody wants to play with you this month. That's okay also. Go out into the world, enjoy the beautiful fall weather almost everywhere, and go make magic happen, because that's what we do. Go out and say, I'm going to 10 places. I'm going to talk to 10 people today, whether they like it or not. You know, I'm just going to expose them. And who knows what they do. I don't care what they do. I'm just going to expose 10 people today. That's how the successful people do it versus the unsuccessful. The unsuccessful think about it. The successful people actually do it. And then between now and the end of the year, that's when you're going to buy the brain cells. Robert, what do you mean by that term, buying the brain cells? That's when you're going to do the activities. I learned by being coach and spending tens of thousands of dollars over my career doing it in the mortgage industry, that the holiday season, you're going to hear more about this during the holiday season from me, because I'm a big believer in it. Because again, success leaves clues, and it's been very successful for me. And if my coach that I paid a lot of money to told me to do it, that means it's been very successful for other people. Put a list of how many people you want to expose every single day and go out and do it. I was hitting, when I was 5 years in the business, I was still hitting 30 real estate offices a day. I didn't know what the heck to talk to them. Some I was going into 3 times a day because I ran out of offices to go to, and I know they didn't want to see me. So I'd go talk to the receptionist. I'd go give them my business card. I would just do it. It was hard. Sometimes I'd stand out in the front of that building and go, oh, I got to do this. And I'd turn around, I'd go through the door with a big smile on my face, and I just say, hey, and they go, hey, we saw you today, Robert. I go, I know, but I'm here just in case anybody needs my help. I'm around, and I want you to know I will be around. And I hand them my card, and I try to get their card if it's a different person so I can send them a thank you note. And that's all I did until the phone call started coming in. It is no different in any industry, whether it's that book on tape I'm listening to about Xerox and SAP, which are huge industries, or it's what we do. We're all doing the same thing. So I'm excited for you, and just remember, guys, you're all ground floor. I am so excited for us all ground floor. We will have people in other countries. The Grass Fire, if you have people in Australia right now, is in Australia. We want to be there for them. We want to get them into activity mode immediately. When you have a grass fire, the quicker you get the 2 RRPs going, the better they're going to have that faith and belief. The quicker they get their bottles out, the quicker they get people pre-signed up before they get their bottles for the product to become customers. That's where the faith and belief is. That's where you make them or break them in that first week. So be there for them. They want you to. They do. They're just busy with their lives. Be supportive, be loving wherever they're at. This will work for you. It will work for all of us as long as we stay in the game and follow the simple system and do it with enthusiasm, excitement, happiness, understanding, loving, caring, sharing. You know, this is what it's about. And I thank you guys for listening to me go on and on. I'm very passionate about helping you all be very successful. We all have that ability. I thank you for being on this morning. You're a better person than I am. And I'm going to pass it back over to my wife. Have a great day, guys. And we're here for you. And we have 7 days left. Let's make magic happen. Your team deserves it.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert. This is why, you guys, this is why I love listening to Robert, because he really does inspire. And
oh, can I say one more thing? Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Direct selling news. Now you see, I'm studying this industry because it's my industry now, and I study mortgages also. But you know, so direct selling news, the brand new one came out, and our CEO Jeff Olson was the exclusive interview. And in this interview, here's what he said: "We'll be a $2 billion company in 5 years, easily, and we'll be in somewhere between 15 and 20 countries. I don't want to have a lot of products. I want to keep it tight and simple and execute. Our product line will expand, but it won't be a jack of all trades." That's not just a clue, guys. That's where we're going. So let's see, we did $500 million this last year. We're going to be a $2 billion plus. I think we'll be even more the way he wants to start opening countries. By the way, we opened Australia brilliantly, flawlessly. What that's going to tell our CEO, Jeff Olson, is let's open more countries as fast as possible. You're going to see surprise countries come out. Just know that. These guys are going to take the brakes off. We're all here. Keep exposing. People will know people in these countries that are going to open, and we're all going to have a lot of fun. I think I'm really done this time.
Okay. I love that. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. We went a little longer today. I don't know if anyone has any questions for Robert, but if you do, he's happy to answer them. Right, Robert?
Absolutely.
And then we can move on with our day. Anybody have any questions? You sure?
Hi, Annie. It's Lisa. Hey, Robert. Can you guys post a picture of that on Facebook, the direct selling news, that quote that you just read, Robert?
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll take a picture of that. Sure. Anybody else?
That was my question, so thanks, Lisa.
Oh, okay, good.
See you this evening. Bye.
See you later, Sandy. I'll have it here for you so you can see it when you get here.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for the kudos, Robert.
Yeah, tomorrow, you guys, you do not want to miss. Randy Martinson is going to go through the Miriam Communication Center, and you do not want to miss that. I can tell you that right now. Have a pen and paper and your computer. All right, guys. Have a
Thank
great
you. Thank you.